Hello, 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 Leos. Welcome, welcome. How you guys doing? We are getting into your September 13th through the 19th reading, guys. It's intuitive, so this is a general reading for those of you that are brand new. Welcome. It is intuitive, so a lot of energies come through. Might be different scenarios, different people, different energies that do come through. It is divine driven, divine guided, so you'll see my tarot a little bit differently. It's to help you through your struggles, challenges, any question that you might be asking. I go to the source, which is divine. Uh-oh. I don't want to put those in reverse if they're not supposed to be. Okay. So definitely we'll be getting into that. Now, we're getting also into the full moon on the 20th. So you're going to feel some of these energies of the moon and different planets happening. And that is going to probably start around the 17th. But I just put the description of the new moon reading. Those are going to go through September, and it's really, really important because it's not so much the new moon, it's the planets that are happening around it. Mercury and Mars, Pluto, those planets. There's a lot of communication things. So please watch that because it's going to play into not only the full moon, but also to your signs and what is going on in your life, especially in communication. All right. So we're going to get started. I am doing something a little bit different for those who are returning. I am doing your current past as well as your present and your future. I don't normally do past, but this low vibration has just been coming. And it just is not letting up. So I'm like, okay, let me see why we are having such low vibrations. And it may be due to your past or carrying your past with you. So I'm going to be doing those. Okay. So I have two cards out and I'm going to get the current energy and the future energy. And I also look at the numerology and astrology of everything too. So this is really important to know where your cycles are at. Okay. Haven't seen that one for a while. All right. So I am going to read this, but I'm not going to read a lot of it because I think it sort of tells you what it is anyway. But it is the storyteller. It is the number 8. It is about progress and also rewards. I have a feeling this is about a progress thing, but it is the number 8. So let me get this from the author and read this real quick. Okay, beautiful, beautiful artistry. I love it. At certain precious moments, you're called into a deep and meaningful connection with the world or another person. A magical affinity arises, and with the kind of intimacy that in turn encourages a greater understanding of yourself. Boy, this is Mercury, Mars, and Pluto energy. The relationship acts as a mirror, helping you to see your own patterns. What reflects about you can further your personal evolution. Now it's the time to take the risk by connecting with another. Can you see how far you've come? Can you see what is still active within you that needs to change or heal? You will discover more about who you are as you discover more of another. Even if you cannot possibly know what's truly like to be someone in someone else's shoes, you can listen and learn. This is a magical gift being offered to you right now. Definitely looking at other people is really, really important. And this is why maybe what's happening in your past is a problem, because here's your past card for somebody. Definitely, and this may resonate with many of you. It is the number 4. It again is about growing your boundaries, your balances, understanding how to become more stable. Hey, Abigail, good morning. But I think the issue that we're having from your past or someone's past is you have good intentions, but good intentions are empty. Good intentions hurt. Good intentions, if you don't follow through, hurt. Put it that way. Okay. So people may have good intentions, but they say things, but their actions don't meet their words. People say they're going to do something or go somewhere and they don't do it, and it hurts another person. Again, it says the storyteller to look at yourself and then go to another, and you will see probably some of your faults and some of your strengths in there, but this is one of the things that's holding you back. Okay. So I used to be this person. I used to tell people I will be there, I will go there, and I don't show up. I don't call, I don't show up. In my old person, horrible person, not horrible. I was learning. I had a broken foundation, being sexually abused, emotionally abused. That's a broken foundation right from the get go. So, how am I going to make good decisions? It was really a bad time in my life because my life began to spiral down because of things that I did. And so my intentions were, and I didn't think anything about it because it's very selfish to say that you're going to do something and then not either, because we didn't have phones back then, to say that you're going to do things and then you don't do it. And one time, the same lady, I did that 2 or 3 times, and a really good woman, love her to pieces, and I don't blame her at all. It was me, because I have to look in the mirror, like it says. I have to look in the mirror. And the thing was that she got mad at me and yelled at me the third time. She says, this is really wrong what you're doing. And I'm like, why are you so angry? I just didn't come. What's the big deal? She goes, do you not realize that maybe somebody wants to spend time with you? Do you maybe think that somebody cares about you enough? Do you think somebody values you enough that they want to spend time with you? And then you don't show up and you be disrespectful and you don't even call, you don't do anything? That woke me up because I was devaluing their time and they were valuing me more than I valued them. Wrong way of thinking. Okay, so this can create sadness in somebody's life. Whatever we do, whatever we say, this is the number 9 to bring it in the forefront. This also was showing me a weakness. It was showing me something that I needed to change in my life, something that I needed to change to grow into a better person. Now, the sadness might be something else, and we'll be looking into your reading more, but just hypothetically going to this, because it does change you. It changes your thinking, changes your mindset, changes you from being selfish to selfless. This is the number 7, the metamorphosis of your potential of growing. Okay. That's a huge one, Leos. You guys have been hit hard this month. But this is why I'm doing your current past, because metamorphosis needs to come in. Metamorphosis needs to happen. Metamorphosis needs to change. So that is just change and growing. Okay. That's, the butterfly from cocoon, or from a caterpillar to a cocoon to a butterfly. I think that's how it works. I'm pretty sure it does. If I remember my science days, I'm a lot older than a lot of you guys. Oh my goodness. All right. So while I'm getting your spread out here, please don't forget to smash that like button. It really appreciate it very, very much. And I think I might be doing, if I can get 1,000 they call them subscribers, by the end of November, I'm going to do like a 2-hour free Q&A of anything. If somebody needs some coaching, either life coaching, relationship coaching, love coaching, nutrition coaching, fitness coaching, tarot coaching, spiritual guidance coaching, wants to talk about paranormal, whatever it is, I think I'll do like a 2-hour Q&A. And I don't know, maybe there will be, I'll give a free gift or something during that. So if I get I think 1,000 subs by the end of November, then I will do that. So spread the word. All right. Okay, here we go, guys. 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups. They have me looking at something. What is that in there? I need better glasses. Each of the cups has something, right? Trying to make a decision about something. Somebody's trying to make a decision about something. On the weight deck, I can't even remember what is in the weight deck that has in the 7 of Cups that he's focusing in on. Okay, so let's go here. So somebody has a lot of opportunity. Somebody has something, definitely coming at them. I don't know if you can tell what that is. Is that a turkey in that cup? I don't know what's in that cup. But anyway, this is steampunk. I love this deck, as you know already. this is the Seven of Cups, so there is a lot of opportunity coming up for something. There is an opportunity to give and take. This is also with somebody that you've known from the past. This might be just information. It might be sharing again, because we're talking about storytelling. Uh, that kind of a thing. It might be, and here's the thing. I'm looking at this and I'm seeing so many scenarios in my head and so many energies in my head, because we're going through the Mercury, we're getting ready for the Mercury retrograde, but we also have Mercury really strong. We have Mars strong, Pluto strong. And with the new moon and the full moon coming, and all these energies that are coming that I don't want to go into because that's more astrology, is that we are really having to look at the real facts of communication, talking and sharing and getting both sides of the story, not blaming. This is going to be a huge, huge thing. Not blaming somebody for a breakup. Look at yourself in the mirror again and say, what could I have done better? What could I have done differently if it wasn't me? A lot of the times it's like, when I got married, I didn't know that. I mean, I got married for my lifetime, but it takes two to think that way. Okay. And in a year, he decided to go through a divorce. Well, it was him because he was already married a couple times before, which I didn't know. And then he married three more times after he left. So it's like, okay, it wasn't me, but what could I have done better? For me to make things, I was very immature. I looked at it, I analyzed it. It was like, okay, I was in that old person making really bad choices, saying that I would be there and not be there, and then all that kind of stuff. So it really created a lot of sadness in him. Okay, I'm just doing hypotheticals so you can see maybe you're in that situation. But also, too, you're in a decision to make something, and it's going to change. I'm surprised if we don't see the tower here. Okay, it's going to change something because it's about to end. So it could be an attitude that's going to end. It could be a personality, difference that needs to change and morph. It could be a old habit, bad habit that's going to end. It could be a friendship that is going to end because it's too toxic. I don't know what it is for you, but this is going to be a hard choice for you. And it's very hard because you have to look in the mirror and say, you know what? I need to value me. I need to love me. I need to carry things for me to be at the highest integrity, values, and morals, and walk in absolute truth. I wasn't walking in absolute truth. Absolute truth is very different than earthly truth for you new people. A lot of people that have been watching me know, but absolute is divine. It is consistent. It is never changing. Love never changes because love is a choice, but it never changes because love is love. But anything that you do in your lifetime can change depending on the opinion of somebody, depending on their perspective, depending on their theory, depending on how they're culturally living. So truth is not absolute truth. Like when we see the compass, we see the north, but there's true north. Okay, there's a difference. There's a big difference. Okay, I don't know why I went into that, but that was for somebody. Okay, so Six of Wands, and then we have Judgment. So there's victory here. There is something coming that you're going to make it happen. You're going to make it work. You're going to see the rewards from your efforts of changing, trying, or making a situation better. Now, the thing about this current energy, this sadness card, whether that's you or whether that's somebody coming to you saying, I'm just depressed, I'm, full of anxiety, that kind of a thing. It's just sitting there listening to them. Sometimes we just need somebody to listen to. Sometimes we need to share. Maybe if somebody's unfortunately, God forbid, passed on because of COVID or had somebody lost, they just need somebody to listen to. And if you're not that good of a listener, this is a good thing that you're going to turn things around and actually sit there and make the decision to listen. Okay. It's as simple as that, because you've got somebody that really cares, or from your past, or has been around a while. I'm not saying that it has to be years, but somebody that maybe you've really started to build a bond with. Okay. Because the Judgment card is there. Next. What does that mean? It means that your victory of whatever you're doing, you're going to share that. You're going to storytell. You're going to say, hey, Hello, Deepak. Welcome, welcome. I am fine. Thank you very, very much. The thing is that you're going to share that story. You're going to say, hey, you know what? I've been through it. I've gone through that. Or I know somebody who's gone through it and man, they made it out okay. They're going to be fine. They're going to be great. You're going to help them tell the story. You're going to lift them in light. You're going to bring that energy up. You're going to make them walk away and feel better. Okay, that's the important thing. And looking in the mirror, if you're facing, thank you, they're saying, if you're facing something, you have to treat that person how you wanted to be treated, empathetic. Something happened to create an ending. Now, if that's you or if it's somebody else, if that's you, I'm really sorry that it's gone through, and I hope you have somebody to talk to, because this is a time of Mercury energy. This is a time of Mars. This is a time of being vulnerable and sharing, of being absolute truth, of walking through that, and that's victory. That's saying, I care enough about another person to set my time aside to listen to them and help them through that. Seven of Pentacles shows definitely, and the Hermit. Oh my gosh. This shows that you will take the time and energy to have empathy for somebody else. Huge. The empathy, remember when we were talking about the intent of, I used to say that would go and then I never go. That's this. That's changing and paying attention to what's going on outside of you and actually doing the work to make it happen. Oops, those were reversed. Okay, so the Hermit is about analyzing. So the Hermit in this case is your future card about analyzing. This is your challenge card as well. Okay, the challenge is, are you going to sit down and look in the mirror and say, okay, where are my weaknesses? What can I work on to better myself? Because I deserve that to myself, because I deserve the best. We all do. We all do. And I deserve to move forward and grow with love and have people love me. And if they don't love you, if they don't care for you, then don't waste your energy and time on them. Why would you do that? You want to bring people of like mind that love you, you love them. This is an aura thing. This is definitely your energy that you're putting out. Sometimes we put out the energy to people that don't give a crap, that just want to use us. Why would we do that? Pull that energy in from those people and actually let them go on their way, let them learn about life, but then you expand your energy to those that really want to care about you, have empathy for you, have compassion for you. Again, that's absolute truth and love. Okay. All right. So somebody does have a decision to make. There is a decision. Again, if the Devil card shows up, you're going to get distracted, because you know what? The more that you get closer to a higher vibration and a higher light, then you will be challenged. And you will be try to be distracted or try to be taken off course or try. But you know what? You got victory in the center. You've got the Six of Wands. Ain't gonna happen. And that's what you say. Ain't gonna happen. I'm staying focused. I am staying focused. Ain't gonna happen. All right. We're gonna see wands all over the place this month. Excuse me. Queen of Wands, Four of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. So somebody who's listening to me is just going to say, you're full of crap. I'm going to log off. Bye. See ya. They don't want to do work. Somebody doesn't want to do the work. Somebody's telling themselves, I'm fine. I'm cool. I got it together. I know what I'm doing. Glad you do, because you know what? Once you say that you've stopped learning how to grow, you're dangerous, because everybody will continue to grow until your last breath. That's the journey. Okay, but we have the Four of Pentacles and we have the Three of Swords again. Four of Pentacles, we're hanging on to that old way. We're hanging on to not wanting to change. We're hanging on to like, well, I don't know what is wrong with me. I don't know. You have to really dig deep. This is the part where you have to really look at everything. This is your first card and your last card. You have to look at everything. The Hermit is about looking at everything. And the 6 or the 7 of cups is about your heart and looking at everything deep inside. This is Mercury. This is the new moon, which is now gone, but it is also Mars, and it is also Pluto, and it is also Venus, and we got retrogrades coming up. We got Mercury retrograde coming up. This is all about communication. This is about getting vulnerable, guys. This is about getting vulnerable and sharing your pain. This is about time to, if you want to grow a bond closer with somebody, the way to grow a bond closer with somebody is to be more vulnerable, especially ladies to men. Okay, I don't want to get into relationship coaching or dating coaching, but the thing is, if you are more vulnerable, it shows a man that they can be more vulnerable because they're not supposed to be, because they're supposed to be macho, strong, and all that good stuff. Okay, so being more vulnerable of what it is. Do you think it was not? Do you think it was easy for me to do the picking up the pieces of sexual abuse videos, the series? I had to dig deep way back into my past, and I had to rekindle all that stuff. That's why people don't report sexual abuse, because they have to if they go and they do that, then they got to bring it up all the time. But it is not easy, but I'm vulnerable to do it because then it helps somebody else realizing they're not alone. Okay, that's what we do with our pain. That's what we do with our struggles. That's what we do with everything. But you have to release it. You have to say, okay, I really want to become closer to this person. I really want to fall in love with them. I really love them. I really want to, because I don't see a lot of pentacles here. I do see a couple, but not really. I think this is more relational. Yeah, I really want that with this person. Become more vulnerable and see what happens. And then at the very end say, this is what's really happened, or this is what I fear. I'm afraid you're going to leave me. I'm afraid that, whatever, blah, 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 because fear controls us. And the thing is, when fear controls us, then we begin to manipulate. Yeah, this is definitely life lesson, definitely learning process for your future. Okay. Definitely. Three of Pentacles is about learning. This is about not only learning, it's about sharing your story, also sharing the information, looking in the mirror saying, hey, wow, I've really become, strong, because your middle card is victory. Victory, victory. So it's saying, yeah, I've really gotten through that. I really helped. And then you help another. Okay. That's what divine puts us here for. It doesn't end with us. We are to move. It's to move through us. All right. All right, let me see if there's anything else with this deck. And not, I'm going to go to another deck. See if I want anything to get more clarification on. I'd like to get clarification on the Six of Cups, please. I really would, because I've got the Death card facing it and what that's relation to, please. I've got the Six of Cups and the Death of something. I think that it might be a relationship coming to an end. And that's not a bad thing, because sometimes when we have a relationship come to an end, it's sort of like this Mercury energy, this Mars energy. We're in fog brain. We really can't see the good to come, but we've been sort of muddled in our intentions to stay in something that it's like a situationship. You stay in something that should have been ended a long time ago. Yeah, it's all about truth. Definitely being truth to yourself, being truth to somebody, being truth to your mind. Again, we have the Queen of Swords, we have the Four of Swords, and then we've got the Four of Cups. So definitely, again, somebody is working on a relationship, through a relationship. And then it is also about trying to intellectually figure out how to step away from the relationship. Okay. All right. I don't know who that's for. And when you do that, when you realize the intentions that are in this relationship and what it's for, what it stands for, what it's supposed to be, if it's not for love for the future, I don't know what it is for you, because some people just are really happy and content with, being a friend with benefits. Some people don't want to be friend with benefits. They want to be lovers. They want to go to marriage. They want to do that kind of thing. So I think the intention has to be made clear in this relationship or whatever it is, even if it's a friendship. Because you know what? Friendships can be sabotaging and friendships can keep you stuck. When I was bodybuilding, I had friends that didn't want me to move on because they wanted me in their circle, but their circle was more low vibrational. I needed to grow. I needed to know who I was. I needed to better myself. And I did have to leave them behind, and it was hard for a minute, but you know what? I had to do this for myself to better myself. All right? All right, you guys, let's look through love and relationships. And again, don't forget to please smash that like button. And like I said in the very beginning, if you showed up late, I am thinking if I hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of November, I want to do like a 2-hour Q&A on anything you guys want to ask. You can go on to my website and see all the coaching things that I do, from nutrition and fitness to relationships to spiritual to tarot. If you want to know about the different kinds of tarot, how to read tarot, how to do that kind of stuff. If you want spiritual growth, if you just want to chat and ask me personal questions, some of them I'll answer, most of them I'll answer. I'm very transparent, those kind of things. And I don't know, I might have a free gift. Who knows? So, 1,000 subscribers by the end of November, and we'll do a 2-hour Q&A. All right? Anyway, here we go. Glad this one isn't in reverse. Last one we had was in reverse. The High Lady of Love and Compassion. So, reverence, kindness, consideration, and it's the number 1. This is divine. Okay. So if you're in a relationship, going into a relationship, single and looking for a relationship, these are definitely the things that you want to look for and the things that you want to do. That is just integrity. And that is absolute truth. Walking in love, kindness, compassion, empathy. This empathy is going to be big with you guys for September. That is almost every sign. It's going to be really strong. And it's the number 1. So it's coming. Something new is coming. Okay. Now, if you're in a relationship, maybe something surprisingly is going to come with love. Let's sort of like if you like flowers or I don't know what guys like anymore. But if you like flowers and say you don't get flowers, maybe, your special person will give you flowers and it'll just sort of throw you out of the thing for a second. Yeah, a new start is coming. So for those of you that are hanging on to this relationship that is a dead end, that the intention was to really fall in love, but you know what, it ain't happening. You're in a situationship. You're just compromising again. Or there was the compromise here somewhere. And you're just, your heart isn't 100% in it, then it's time to step away because you've got something of value coming towards you that you really want. Okay. And that could be in a relationship, friendship, whatever, because you also have, and it might be somebody coming back that you might have known. Now, if it's somebody that you released or they released you and they come back a week later, if they've gone back away for years and started to grow up a little bit or change a little bit, that's the metamorphosis stage, that's the growing stage, that's the maturing stage, then possibility. But if their intentions, what are their intentions? This is the number 1 thing. This is your past card that's been struggling you or you've been struggling with, is not getting clarity because you're too fearful to get the information. You need to get that courage to get the information and be clear before you move forward into the next step. Okay? That's huge. That's huge. Because otherwise you waste time. You sit there and wonder. You sit there and start making up stories in your head, and that is low vibrational. That is bringing you down, not up. Whereas if you say, so you're very nice, but what is your 5 years goals? What is your 1-year goal? What are you looking for? What do you want in life? And if it doesn't match yours, if they say, well, I had this happen. I want to move to Florida, so we'll move to Florida and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, did you even ask about what I had planned? I have no plans to move to Florida, so that's done. But in reality, it wasn't done because it's like, people change their minds, things happen and go like that. But the other thing too, the more that we talked, the more that his goals and his values were here. So I didn't waste my time. I'm not going to sit there and waste time because I need to find somebody that either is going to be similar to what I want to do for my goals and what divine has coming in for me, because they better like spirituality and better like what I do. If they don't, then, and if they make jokes about it, or if they're done, I can't do that. So this is keeping your integrity and your standards, your boundaries, your morals high. All right. So please do that. You guys value yourself. You deserve it. Okay. So this is your reading, Leos. Hopefully there is something that resonated. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, as usual. I am going to be in Oklahoma for 4 days, but I will not be skipping a beat on the reading. So this is why I'm doing 4 today, 4 yesterday, and 4 tomorrow. So, and I keep them live as much as I can in case somebody has a question. All right. Thank you, Abigail and Deepak, to come in. I appreciate it. I love when you guys say hello. I love creating a little community. It's a lot of fun. But I hope that something resonated with you in a positive light of love and that it helps you in your future. So I will talk to you next week on the 20th, and that's full moon day. So I don't know if I'm doing a full moon reading yet because thank you. I don't know because I'm coming back, and you know what? I might have a new job when I come back. So I'll see if I'm going to be able to do a full moon reading. Maybe I'll do it from Oklahoma. Who knows? So we'll see. I will talk to you definitely on the 20th, though. Uh, and I hope to do these more live earlier if things work out right. So if it's better for everybody. I don't know where everybody is. So, but I thank you for watching and supporting my channel, and we will see you next week. All right. Don't forget to walk in absolute truth and love. Bye bye now. Bye, Abigail. Thank you. See you soon. Take care.